welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for another World Cup watch-along. Hopefully I picked a good one in terms of the three. We had the one-sided game at 5 o'clock here in the UK between Spain and bloody Saudi Arabia. We had 4-0 in the end that ended. The most one-sided, boring 4-0 win I've ever watched in my life, and that's saying a lot. The game we didn't cover, I had a feeling it would be a dull affair. And I was right. Belgium 0, Iran 0. A Belgian player got sent off, leaving that group currently up in the air. And no matter what happens later on in that group, in the the City o'clock kickoffs, no one can be qualifying for the knockout rounds or kicked out the tournament. So that group's going down to the final match itself. So that's going to make that very tasty and interesting. Especially if that's especially the later on, the game later on is to be, if that's a draw, then we are in trouble. And yeah, but in the meantime, we're back into Spain's group for Uruguay, Bielsa's Uruguay, Darwin Nunez, and whoever else you can fucking think of that plays for Uruguay these days, against Spain's pain in the arse, basically, in Cape Verde. Cape Verde, debutants in the World Cup, got their first ever clean sheet in last time out. Not just that, but a point as well. So, again, they're going to look to contain and frustrate the life out of Uruguay. And going by Uruguay's last game, they took a while to get involved, basically. And Saudi Arabia, that was very, very interesting, that one. But we are here for, hopefully, a really good game of football, and potentially, just maybe going by how they played against Spain, a little shock on the cards. I mean, if you get the little shock on the card, it'll be the biggest shock in World Cup history, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. If you haven't already, by the way, while teams are out doing their national anthems, if you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe. If you are new to the channel, want to become a member, press the join button. And please, whilst we're live, grab a link to this stream and share it on all your social media platforms, be it Facebook, Twitter, XSX, Instagram, WhatsApp groups, Discords, you name it. If you've got it, please do share. It'll be greatly appreciated, because the more you guys do things like that, it helps the channel get pushed out by YouTube more, and we get new faces in here, and they get involved, and we grow this channel even faster and even better and stronger than we currently are doing. We got obviously Gavin in the chat says bonjour. Catherine says hello, and she may join later. Yeah, depending on how the game goes. And plus, yeah, it is Sunday, so you've got get an early night as well. And so you don't want to be coming on here to be another dead rubber of a dull affair. But yeah, I will not be. I will not be doing the 2 a.m. getting after this new bloody way. That's another 0-0 written all over that one has. Again, the squads have done the national anthems now. They're just doing their handshakes with the officials and all that malarkey. And then the non-11 are going off into the benches, whilst the Labour gets all the gear off the pitch, basically. Yeah, there's a reason. I told you, I did say I had a feeling about Belgium being a dull affair. Didn't mean to be that dull, but still. Oh mate, if I'd done that, I would not have had the energy to do this as well. So that would be a game swerved. The gods looked down on me and said, "Yes, you've served this one. We'll let you off on this one, Ryan." Oh dear. Oh, that's a point to think about that. Well, with that whole group of how it looks, honestly, talking about Belgium here. There's a big chance, by the way, they could actually be knocked out later on in the week. Sky. site. Whatever. Sport, football, what tables, internationals, FIFA World Cup. Right, let's have a look. Pardon me. Iran top of the group. Fuck me. Who do they play? I'm trying to think they play. Was it 2-2? They played. Because their goal scored, haven't they? Scored more, yeah. Even though it's 2 points each, they've scored because the head-to-head was 0-0. It goes down to then goal difference, and they've got the extra goal over Belgium, which is mad if you think about it. But Iran are second. Iran are first. Belgium second. If Egypt and Mozambique decide to turn up at 2 in the morning against New Zealand, or vice versa, or New Zealand vice turn up themselves, one of them would be top. I mean, I'm trying to fucking think. Iran versus Egypt's going to be tasty either which way, but we had his spice of winner takes all in terms of that guaranteed top 2 spot. Or New Zealand, why fucking Belgium playing? New Zealand are fancying themselves as well against Belgium. I think, hell, I didn't think that snug in that group. This group's been all. But you know about Belgium or this one? Belgium has been, as we know. Belgium took it. Is it the same in this game as well? The same in this game as well, is it? Oh, okay. This group side. Yeah, no, it hasn't. Well, it hasn't because obviously Spain won 4-0, but Cape Verde drew 0-0 in their first game, as we know, famously. Uruguay drew 2. Was it 1-1? I want to say 1-1 against Saudi Arabia. But yeah, obviously Spain did break the curse earlier with a 4-0 thumping. Tom, I know Tom probably watch this back, but you're going to let me say this, but I want chaos. I want Cape Verde to cause the biggest upset in World Cup history. I really do, because I think that really it's great for them, but spice things up in this group and in the said tournament as well. Let's get over to the scoreboard. So I was ready for kickoff, and we're underway. I'm going to go 2-1 Cape Verde. I think they'll go 1-0 down, but they'll fight back. They'll dig in and they'll find a way and come from behind out of nowhere. That literally. And the winner will come out in the last knockings of the game. While catching Uruguay on the counter, because Uruguay won't want the shame, they'll overdo it. And Cape Verde will get them on the counter. 3-on-1 against the goalkeeper, and it bang, game set, match to Cape Verde. Well, hey. Jesus. Obviously, Cape Verde are in their all red kit, shirts, shorts, and socks with black trim. Uruguay are in their sky blue tops, black shorts, black socks. I will say this, I don't know if you can hear it in my mic, because I know my mic's very sensitive. I'll say that's got to be a free kick. If you hear any blowing or wind and all that, sort of windy noise, whatever, it's my aircon. Got turned on. Well done. All Cape Verde really need to do is pretty much a rinse and repeat as a whole, rinse and repeat what they did against Spain the other day, contain them for straight. I mean, Uruguay making some stupid fouls already, like 2.5 minutes in. There's some stupid fouls coming in from Uruguay here. They ain't careful. This just going to start getting triggered up with the cards. I mean, that's a yellow card. That's literally a yellow card offence as well. As well, even if foul's been given. Ryan Mendes for Cape Verde becomes the first Cape Verdean to reach that 100 caps for Cape Verde. Just come from my screen. Star of the day. Oh dear. Oh my foot is fucking fucked. Don't run right away. Really give it time. Bielsa it's not sitting on his usual bucket thing. He's sitting on a fucking Powerade sponsored one instead. I'm trying to get control of my fucking foot. It's killing me still. Okay, okay, now you're milking it. Okay. He is. He's got to book him as well. I was about to say, he saw he's not going to book him considering the said player that's saying he's fouled. Did a fucking got the player's neck before, fucking hooked him around his neck before. That's not a yellow. He's fucking made a meal out of that and the ref's brought into it. Considering 2 minutes ago, said player that's claiming to be sniped now grabbed the fucking fullback at the other end around his neck and got away with it in terms of no yellow card. Oh, here we go. We're going to have one of them, are we? We're going to have one of them refs today, are we? Okay, cool. Well, Uruguay, you're going to score. Oh, get up. Do not even try and claim for a fucking penalty, you arsehole. Easels. Take the goddamn corner. Oh, you're wasting time now, are you? Okay, cool. Right, here we go from Uruguay. First set piece, corner wide, ball in. Up in the air. It's not cleared fully, but it's up in the air. Right, that's half-ish cleared. Let's see if we can get rid of it properly. Nope, you had a touch of a donkey. Nope, your teammate's got you out of trouble there. But you're still not get rid of it. Get rid of it. Number 10, Number 10, mate. You want to sort of jump, try and get the ball instead of just watching and running around like a headless chicken. That'd be fantastic for your country there. Again, this is... Mate, how are Uruguay so rattled already in this game? It's only fucking 7 minutes into the game and these numerous players have just either shoulder barging the Cape Verdeans were absolutely bloody losing their heads. And when that time he got away, that should have been because I know it's off the pitch, but because he's done it, the referee should have overturned it. Because what he done, what he did, should have overturned it and give Cape Verde fucking thrown out as a punishment, basically, to Uruguay. I really don't get how Uruguay are getting so rattled already. Ball up the pitch. Sorry, hello, Harge. How are you doing? How's your Sunday been? You catching any of the other games today, or just your first one? Fucking foot, seriously. I wish it was just ease up. Do my head in. Oh, you're great. Oh, get rid, get rid. Okay, that's not a foul, but yet, other end. Similar thing happens, yellow card and a foul. Cool. Oh, dear. Oh, there's Tom. How you doing, Tom? How's work today? Oh, dear. You haven't missed much, Tom, by the way. You're only 50 minutes into, nearly 10 minutes into the game. But behind a few, of the Uruguayans, players already rattled and trying to fucking roughhouse the Cape Verde players. Behind that, it's not been a bad goal. Over. It's not been a bad start, really. As we see Uruguay get reduced to their first hit and hope shot from outside the box. Right now, I'm ready. I'm all ready to go. Go where? Is there a Tuesday evening game? I think it's England. Oh, shut up. Ref. Like, you're playing Cape Verde, you understand, going, oh, ref, penalty. Behave yourselves. Fixtures. Oh, my foot. Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. No, Tuesday it's England versus Ghana. You've also got Portugal versus Uzbekistan at 6. But yeah, the Tuesday night, the main one, the one that we're definitely going to be covering for obvious reasons, is England versus Ghana at 9 p.m. our time, obviously. No, that's all right. I understand all the confusion because there's so many bloody games in this group. We can't keep up with the fucking schedule. And when our group comes back round again, all that palaver. Yeah, if you want to come on for that, John, let me know. Well, you're in the group chat. You're in that group chat anyway, so the link always gets put in there as well. Oh, there's that dickhead, the FIFA president, Ward Fraud. It's amazing how he got from wherever the Spain game was early on. He's got from there to Miami. It's like he doesn't even look like he's broke a sweat. His private jet. Poor touch there. Again, I guarantee this will be a booking, isn't it? Done by this ref. Okay, fair enough. I think he's done something else. Is Sage Charles any good? Leads a bid £20 million according to the Athletic. I haven't noticed him so far. I'll let you know. I'm assuming he's playing for one of these two. I'll let you know. I cannot be a good co-host / guest for this game. That's it. Too many boring games and need to try and get more positive headspace for the work week. I'll be that's always Guffin. I mean, you put more you put more than a shift in this week compared to others, so you're cool. We're cool. Even Gary's put more of a shift in, and Mr. Tom. Even Laura put a shift in this week when she wasn't while she was getting in party mode, seeing her beloved country lose to Morocco 1-0. Jesus. Fucking that's saying a lot, that is, Tom. They'll go on the attack here, and it's wide. No private jet. It's 2 hours for non-private jet. Oh, okay. Resigned, I think. Oh, I thought you mentioned it right. I can look it up. If you bear with, I'll have a look in a bit. Infantino, well, he's a fucking yeah. He's the FIFA president after all. He sort of does need to pull his weight, so to speak. 8 have put a shift in it. Who's 8? Not to me, 8. Fucking hell. Right, Uruguay again, over the top, and that's what I want. No, it's hard when you have to put it all together. And nine times out of 10, most of the games you cover, because there's so many, it's so fucking vast, but over the fucking week, the majority of the games are so fucking dead, it's unbelievable. And you get to a point, so far in the week, you get to a point where like, in your head, do I have to be here? Do I have to be here? The fact that this World Cup's driven twice, this World Cup has driven me to do something I've never done before, and literally rage quit, if you will, in terms of just the game's dead, it's 0-0, nothing's happening there, nothing's going to happen, I'm out of it, see you later. It says volumes, basically. It literally comes up on my thing, 8. Anyway. Oh dear. It's even worse when you can't get comfortable because you're fucking left foot, the top of your left foot, fucking killing it, won't fucking ease off. I have no clue why it's just suddenly fucking started doing this since yesterday. There's Bielsa again. Back on his Powerade box. Doesn't tell Bielsa tonight. You can't have your usual seat, a non-branded one, cheap and cheerful, whatever. No. You're going to sit down like you normally do, for the cameras and all, and for the cameras to spot you and all that, and keep filming you and all that. You got to sit on a pale blue water bottle box, basically. Venga, there's only one answer, venga. He also needs an actual bucket. I'm getting the feeling FIFA in this sense wouldn't allow it. It's like, if no, you're going to sit down like you normally do. You're going to sit down on a water cooler with the sponsorship branding all over it called Powerade. Usually, mate, you complain. Usually on a yellow card after the first fucking 5 minutes. And that's a yellow card in itself, stepping on his foot, but yeah, sure. Leeds actually sold the bucket that he sat on, for God's sake. He could have at least let him take it with him as a memento, at least. Fucking hell. Unless he decided to leave it there and said, and they've done that to give money to charity, maybe. Humid. No, I was walking again before about 10 o'clock. I had both my dogs a literal mini block walk. There's a bit of a breeze. It was a bit cooler because there's a little bit of a breeze outside. I've got a window open now, but still curtains are closed. Look at the aircon on because up here, absolute. It's for you humans. Fucking, they've been up here, mate. You'd be fucking melting without my stuff. The stuff I've got on them. Yeah, your players been booked. Oh, it's the Man United Agassi midfielder has been booked as well. When you're in the championship, you have to make more money you can. Dear. Oh my God. Fucking hell. Oh dear. Gotta laugh. If there's a money making opportunity, all clubs will jump on it, won't they? Jesus. Mike, can't play it. I'm gonna have to do that start doing that very early on, basically. Free kick, Cape Verde. It's 1-0. No, it is 1-0 Cape Verde. Oh my God. How the fuck did that go in? We've got a game on our hands, boys and girls, ladies and thems. 1-0 Cape Verde. That free kick literally just did a Roberto Carlos style hit and run onto it and levered it. The keeper didn't expect it. He didn't get down quick enough. It went bottom corner. Well, hey. Game, kid on. I would have gone on a size 20, but 50 for a bucket is taking a piss. Again, clubs will take the advantage, aren't they? There's a money making opportunity. Yeah, I think 2025 would have been more reasonable, but yeah. But what again, looking at it, the way he runs onto it straight on, and the way he hits it, one sec, look at it now. Yeah, without the whip and the bend and all that, like, in terms of he just runs onto it and hits it, very Roberto Carlos-esque in terms of just running on and putting the foot through it, basically. Pathetic wall, by the way, from Uruguay, the two-man wall, pathetic. Wow, we've got a game now. This is going to be very interesting. What do Cape Verde do now? Do they shut up shop and just complete and good old knuckleball? Exactly, that's what I meant. Yeah, about the just literally just hit it. As I say, Roberto Carlos says he used to knuckleball it, but most of the time it was fucking bending this and the other. This one was like pure knuckle, like. Keeper looks like about to cry for Uruguay. Yeah, Uruguay. Don't know what Cape Verde. What do they do? Do they shut up shop and contain them for straight like they did against Spain now, but with a 1-0 lead instead? Sounds about right, to be honest with Bielsa, yeah. See how long fucking Cape Verde can hold this lead now. Please do not just switch off and go, we've got a goal now, let's go home. No, they drew 1-1 against Saudi Arabia. They took a while to get into that game though as well. I think it was second half FC they were for that one. Corner to Uruguay. Gone short, trying to be clever, quick. Close it, do not let the cross come in easily. If it does come in, get rid. Oh, no, block it, block it, block it. Block it. Defenders find themselves on the line. Good to see. Oh, what's going on here? The ref stopping the game saying wait. There's meant to be a throwing, but he's saying wait. No, they can't give that. There's no way they can give that, surely. His arms behind his back. It's close proximity. He's trying to move away from the fucking wall. Hydration break, I think. Maybe. Waiting for the screen to tell me. Yeah, there we go. Hydration break. Drinks. If everyone outside the US, drinks break. If in the US, commercials. Yeah. But this, as it stands, would put Cape Verde second, I think, because of goal difference. And yeah, because head to head between them and Spain is 0-0. So double check it. Table international on one. That one. Pardon me. So they got, as it stands, would have 4 plus 1. Yeah, they'll be second. As it stands, Cape Verde are second in the group. As it stands, obviously. Fucking foot. See, that I understand. The teammates and all on the bench all flying onto the pitch and celebrating with the goal scorer there as he goes over towards their fans in that little section far corner. I understand that because this for them. Oh, it's a debut World Cup, and the moment itself is historic for them. The more established teams doing that when there's still time to go is a bit not just cringe, but a bit jumping the gun of tempting fate. What was that? That's Pepe, yeah, the Portugal. Why is Pepe a Portuguese? Yeah, I mean, this is an Uruguayan fan. Yeah, Pepe has been spotted, I'm assuming, by a Uruguay fan, and he signed a Uruguay shirt basically for the person. But I can't see the person, so I can't confirm. Oh, my foot is so uncomfortable right now. By the way, where it should, because this is in Miami, the Hard Rock Cafe Stadium, arena, what you want to call it, where the logo would be, or is, sorry, for the stadium normally, it's been covered by FIFA, and you can tell it's been covered because you can see the outline of the logo by a FIFA World Cup logo. But you can see the outline of the Hard Rock Cafe logo underneath it. That's a quick drink spec. Fucking hell. Fucking foot. I'm really getting uncomfortable with this foot. That's over. Goal kick, Cape Verde. Might have been. I'll double check it later as well. No idea. I don't know. I literally went after obviously not last night, but the night before, after I did the last watch along, after I don't know what it was now, but it was one where we both basically turned our cameras off because there was a shadow that couldn't be bothered basically. I think you tapped out a couple of minutes earlier than me. I can't remember who was it. I can't remember the game. But either way, after that, decided that's it. I'm going to bed now. I wasn't going to do the 3 o'clock and the 3 a.m. game. Might be after the Scotland game. Was it? I can't think. I don't know. We're on Sunday, so Friday night. Who was playing? I'm trying to fucking think now because obviously time zones were ahead. Friday for you, but early Saturday morning for me. Let me double check on the phone in a sec. After that game, I was like, okay, I'm going to bed now. I'm getting myself sorted to go to bed. Well, obviously, no issue at the time. I've gone to bed, woke up, and ever since I've woke up yesterday morning, the top of my foot. I mean, yesterday it was swollen, like really badly. There was no odds in it compared to my other foot. There's like I don't know, mark on the foot as well around the top, but I think it's swollen again. This evening. But yeah, literally, I don't know what's happened, if I've had a seizure and knocked it when I was having a seizure, I don't know. But then I would have knocked my other foot as well, surely. But I just don't know. I woke up and it's literally like someone's come along, gone smack on the top of it, not broken anything, but smacked it so much now it's bruised. But it's aching at the same time. And put any weight on it, if I put too much weight on it over a certain amount of time, I start limping. It's only the top of the foot where the pain's coming from. It's not the whole foot; it's the top of the foot. I can't do that either. Rotate it or not. I can't rotate the foot or nothing. If I do, it puts me in more pain. Whereas my other foot's complete fine doing the old rotating crap. Do you do your bent line just knife it up a bit? I might do this a sec. Let's get to our where we are. If it stays as it is, for the next between now and half time, if it does, I'll open up the betting. Like not all the time. When I have a seizure or something. No, I don't usually wake up in fucking like random parts of my body in pain. For me, it's either I'm completely shattered still, and need rest, or get sort of an iron taste from the aftermath, depending on how severe the seizure was. I've never had a seizure, especially when I'm asleep and I've woken up, and the random part of my body, no matter what random part that is, in this instance, the foot is swollen, and the top of it is absolutely aching. And I'm literally sitting on the chair. I'm sitting on the chair. I'm not moving about. I'm not going. It's there. And it's aching. It's fucking doing my fucking head in. Not putting no pressure on it either. But I say I can't. The foot won't rotate in any capacity like the other foot will. Not or any other if that makes sense. If I even try, the pain threshold goes even higher, and it's like, and it was on the stairs yesterday. On the stairs yesterday, and tried stretching it out, and he went, "Yeah, no." I was literally I had to go on my bloody the landing, basically. It was like, wish I could get the rest. That's the fucking problem. Can't sit on the fucking go one way or the other. It's just landed on one foot. Or he's not be two. Surely not going to be. Oh yeah, he should have gone. He should have passed it. Tried to be clever, then it backfired with a touch. I've even what was it last? Was it last night? Because I was looking into it. There's got to be something ridiculous reason why it's doing this. No, because like, no, it could be anything. From this to this to this, but get an ice pack, wrap it in a tea towel or thin towel, or peas or whatever. Something frozen on you. Put it on your foot for 15 minutes. I think I did it for 45 in the end because it just weren't doing nothing. But I did 45 minutes in the end. Gave a bit of relief, and I woke up fine. I woke up a bit more relief this morning. Still there, but still a bit of relief. And then as the day's gone on, it's just gone back to square one again. If the bet is if Cape Verde wins 3-0, no fucking way. We just discussed I need rest, and you want me to do fucking New Zealand versus Egypt, which probably potentially either a dull 1-0 win or the biggest ball fest of a 0-0. Hell fucking no. Oh dear. You know what? If you want to do, here's a thing for you, Gav. If Cape Verde win 3-0, you come and host a Watchalong for Egypt. I'll set it up for you. I'll send you a link. I'll control from behind the scenes whilst I'm still awake. I'll let you in, let you out, end the stuff and all that. I'll set me alarm so I'll wake up before the end of the game and things and all that for you. But you host instead. How about that? Oh dear. Let me guess, not a yellow card, ref? Guy's holding his head, back of his head, and he's like, nope. It's him again. It's number 14 again. How is that not a yellow card? How's the linesman and the referee not seen that and gone, you know what? That might be a yellow card there. How many more times has he got to either smash one elbow on the back of the head like that, and he choke him out early on in the game, or put his arm around the said player's throat, or in general just barging him over before he actually gets punished for this bullshit, basically. Fucking hell. It set off fireworks at 11:30 at night, for fuck's sake. In fucking June. In June as well. This is where someone comes in and goes, yeah, well, there is this religious festival no one's ever heard of, but here we go. So it could be that. Actually, might be the airport saying that, with the guns and all that. But it's fucking, again, it's 11:30 at night. What birds are hovering around the airport in pitch black? Don't have to carry on. You could do this. You could do it when Catherine do sometimes. Just turn your mic on, so you get the circle bit here on. So better there. The circle bit here shows obviously you're talking. That's it. But you don't have to show yourself personally. You could do that. I mean, if we're getting BX on Friday for the first time ever, and potentially Rosie for the first time ever, at some point, something's got to give between now and before the start of the season. Just got to chat away. Don't need to come on at all. Going in. Oh, that could be a corner. Could be a corner, I think. It doesn't come out for you, but he's like jumps in the air half-arse and sort of flaps at it and pushes it out for a corner instead. Does he get a touch to it? Let's have a look. Yeah, he gets a good hand to that. Maybe if he was me, then maybe not. I probably would still panic. Yeah, fair enough. I'm just saying. Quick up, it's not hard, it's not the orders. Foot, sorry. If you want, Kevin, I can get my phone at half time. Send you a photo of the foot so you know what I mean. Like you can literally see the bruise on the top of it. So I don't know how or why it's like that, but yeah. And how it's literally, again, it wasn't like this earlier, but now it's just swelling's gone up again like tenfold and it's in agony every time I move. And I'm just sitting in an office chair at a desk. Oh dear. By the way, Gavin, pre-season, has Chelsea announced any pre-season games from the men's team? Because the only pre-season game Arsenal have announced, and it's only one, is Arsenal going to Dublin to play Real Betis. There was rumours they were going to play Liverpool in Ireland as well, over, but them rumours have never come to anything at all, basically so far. I think we're near the end of June now. It's a bit late to be announcing another pre-season game. Surely it's just a weird. That's what I mean, playing Betis in Ireland randomly, of all places in Ireland, why not play at their fucking Emirates Cup weekend instead, or game, whatever. You're only doing one game, what's the point going over Ireland for one fucking game, all due respect, and then playing the Community Shield a week later, or a few days later, or whatever. That's not a for me, that's not a pre-season. But I think because of how big in terms of, I say big, how many teams are in this World Cup, and obviously is extending the World Cup schedule out bigger and longer. I think that's fucking everyone. What's that? This is where you come in and say, yeah, we're playing this one, that one, da 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 da. Oh, I get no pressure. Literally, it's in the air, and I'm like, yeah. Kevin Pina. You know. I just thought I'd ask randomly because I wouldn't know what. Game's a bit just going through the motions at the moment between both teams, sort of end to end, but nothing really exciting at the end of it all. Yes, thought I'd let you know what I'd ask. See if it's just an Arsenal thing or all the clubs are sort of operating on that mindset of one game and one game only. Because surely that's asking for trouble. Pardon me. Why do I think Kevin's passed out asleep? Because we've not, since you asked about my foot, we've not heard a word from her since in the chat. Either that or she's gone to get the ice cream to keep her awake a bit longer. Oh, damn, fucking God. This is hitting. Your guys are panicking already. I know in this instance it's a 1-0 down, but they're doing their stress panicking bullshit already. Oh, damn, fucking full. I'm surprised no one's, again, but especially with the scoreline as it is, and the way these games played out and stuff on his first half. I'm surprised that we ain't getting more people coming in of interest as going, someone's dying for this game and Cape Verde actually win. So I want to see their reaction and see what they're having to make of all this. That was a bit hit and hope and wayward up the fucking goal. I'm here and listening, scrolling on X. Well, it's not fair enough. Again, it's not missing much, are we? So, but actually, you're about to help out the number 18 there, the Uruguayan attacker. His team's come forward the ball. Nope, sorry, and dropped his foot to the. Oh my god, 1-1. That was. I mean, the game sort of stuff. The guy's gone down a cramp. I think it's the person that fucking that was like, yeah, I'll help you out. Oh, the ball's coming forward, so fuck off. Of course, Luis Suarez is there. So they're off celebrating in relief. They don't really deserve it. This is the thing. They haven't merited the fucking goal. Something's kicking off because obviously the Cape Verde players are like, what the fuck? They're complaining about something. But number 30 went down a cramp. It was about to get help. Or was it this guy now on the screen? He was getting help initially, and then 21 was went, fuck you, and run off and left fucking the guy left down on the floor with cramp. It is a legit goal in the sense of the goal itself being scored. But we'll show the scoreboard in a sec. So it's a bit of a fluky equaliser. Taking out the equation, the unsportsmanlike behaviour out of nowhere. I'll help you. Or what? My team's coming forward. Fuck off. You're on your own, son. And then they score from that attack in seconds later. And even in it, as I say, it's fluky as fuck. And Suarez is there being Suarez. Fucking wipe his smoke off his face. That's a shame, in one sense, but still, it's 1-1. So anything, already my prediction's still on. Bielsa should let them score. Or go 2-1 down again. Go behind again and see if the team can wake up again. Be an Aston Villa all over again, back in the Championship. By the way, it's the same player that fucking equalised against Saudi Arabia. I can't see his name properly because the fucking font is out there. And then a player that went down with an injury, with the cramp, looks like he's going to get hooked off now for Cape Verde. Or is he not? What's going on? I mean, this 5 minutes injury time, they're eating into it. They're wasting more time with these fucking injury times. It's fucking either take him off or just get to half time, basically. The refs say, no, you've got to go off. Off you go. They're ready. Your number's not gone up, but they're ready, so you're going to have to go off, son. He did a go at the fourth official as well, because obviously even though she didn't put it up, she was flashing the numbers talking about the substitution board. So they took that as signal of, right, you're off, this one's on, get off the pitch. And obviously he's gone over like, what the fuck? Why could you wait for my signal? Basically, in terms of, I was happy the fact that I played the last few minutes out here. I even told my team that what you're playing at. slightly concerned, with all due respect, that players. He looks young as well. A player of the, I know it's Cape Verde and all that, but a player at a World Cup going down with cramp in the back end of the first half. Bit concerning. He ain't happy. He's literally still there having a go at her. Okay, this stuff didn't happen then. Like the board was ready. What the fuck did he go off for? Why was he forced off? You've made Cape Verde play for the last 3 minutes basically with 10 men for whatever reason. Thank God Uruguay ain't got to take their head screwed and try to punish the Uruguay for that, like they did for the fucking equaliser. Oh, get up. Stop trying to do Luis Suarez and try and get a fucking shitty penalty. Australia, was it, what, your men's team doing about here? You know, I mean, that could backfire surely for many a reason. So many clubs like Arsenal, Liverpool, and a couple of other Premier League clubs have done the smart thing. With this World Cup being obviously USA, Canada, Mexico, they've done the smart thing of, well, it's a long World Cup as well. Most of our players might be going deep, so you're not into the tournament. So we're gonna just we're just gonna set up a tour on homeless soil in terms of just get a flight over for an hour over to Ireland in Dublin and play our pre-season games there 2-1. And it's a guy for me. He should be on the pitch. He really shouldn't be on the pitch for Uruguay, but hey ho, been getting away with murder from the get go. Not a yellow card to his name, and he just he just scored freely at the back through the middle there. No one switched on fucking marking him properly. Just scouted around the fucking back and went, thank you. But for me, he shouldn't be on the pitch. Oh, it's amazing how fucking Suarez in essentially he's gone from playing wearing the fucking Uruguay shirt, be a away shirt or whatever, number 7 or whatever on the front. He then went to equalise. Right, I'm back in a minute. I'm gonna go get my blazer and my white shirt and get smarted up a bit. Yeah, he's on. Should be on the pitch, but okay. Really shouldn't be on the pitch at all, if you ask me, with how he's been conducting himself from the get-go. But the referee being lenient as fuck towards him and a few other Uruguay players, in comparison to how unlenient he has been towards certain Cabo Verde players. Yeah. Cape Verde need to be careful and not completely be discouraged and lose their heads. Dance the night away. That's men's. Oh, bloody hell. So basically, I don't know how many of your squad have actually gone to the World Cup. So that might be the reason, because obviously there's not many gone. They've obviously planned this way in advance, thinking not many of their players will go to the World Cup, so they can plan a far out trip like that over there to, as you say, Australia and Asia, and your players won't. The bulk of your players won't be shattered, basically. Maybe that's the reason why clubs like yourself have gone out there like that. Oh, there you go, half time whistle's gone. Uruguay 2, Cape Verde 1, and Cape Verde did take a shot 1-0 lead, deservingly, but then at the back end of the first half they just switched off for the actual second goal, and the first goal, the equaliser, player went down and it all got a bit messy, basically. Thing is, Uruguay now on the pitch. Uruguay players are on the pitch, like playing staff and subs are on the pitch high-fiving each other at half time. Really? You went 1-0 down to a debutant team in the tournament. You went 1-0 down and you got two fluky goals at the back end of that first half to get yourself restore some sort of pride. And you're there going, yeah, high five, yeah, do it, be so proud of us, yeah. Diego got 4-9, yeah. Behave yourselves. Have some fucking self-respect for yourselves. By the way, I will say this as well, I've noticed in the last week, this week alone, in the second round of games, whenever BBC have the 3 a.m. game, they're not having a host and pundits on the show. It's literally there's going live 10 minutes before kickoff. This is BBC here, going live 10 minutes before kickoff, and just having the commentator do all the work. Literally. Considering they haven't flown out to the States yet, and I don't know if they will do. They're in a room in Manchester in a fucking green screen, for fuck's sake. It just screams cheap. It's lazy. When you compare it to ITV actually stepped up this year. They've flown out and they're giving it. They're set up properly out by New York, like the background and all that. They're out by that area of the States, but they're set up there live, and it's not in a fucking green screen in the middle of Manchester or whatever. And they've actually they're putting the effort in, even when they have the 3 o'clock games themselves or the 5 a.m. games. They're putting hosts and the pundit team into the actual scheduling of their show. BBC aren't, and that, again, considering the fucking BBC are fucking right hiking up the fucking what's the name TV licensing in the UK. That's taking the piss, if you ask me. The first time they did that was the New Zealand versus Iran, and I just thought that was their way of not getting involved, being political, so to speak. If you read between the lines, if you know, in terms of one of them teams. I thought it was just being fucking political and being absolute twats about it, not being subtle at all about it. But they've done it. They've done it for the last few games as well. They've had 3 a.m. kickoff since. I'm not worried. I'm just. It seems like we're going to fucking announce it all late after this World Cup. The looks of it, because we were discussing with like Liverpool and all that. The other teams going out to Dublin to do have games played over there as well. It's just, I don't know. Maybe they was. Let me have a look. I'm trying to think, because obviously, again, pre-season itself gets underway as of. I'm trying to think now. Wednesday, the 1st of July, basically, 1st and 2nd between the 1st and 2nd of July, all the clubs start going back for pre-season, training and all that. Unless we're doing like playing your ball and wads and all that beforehand, but because it's World Cup year, they're not advertising it online and all that. It's just on the day, here you go. What's that matches? 5th of August. I mean, we're not coming back in terms of our pre-season. In terms of players, like even the non-travelling players that have not gone to the World Cup, and players that look to be brought through and given some time at the youth level as well for this pre-season. We're not gonna bring them back surely around the 1st, 2nd of July, and not play a single game until the 5th of August. Sorry. And then that's Wednesday. That's Wednesday, the 5th of August against Real Betis. Our next game after that is the 6th. Is literally 11 days later. So I think that they do. I think they do want to. They will announce in the next couple of weeks. I say the next week or so. They're going to announce maybe two more games. With probably 2 more games before the Betis game, and they probably might try because of the 11 day between the Betis game and Man City. They might try and fit in an Emirates Cup game maybe. I think trying to schedule a game between the Betis and Man City game in particular I think that's very much dependent on how many players come back from this World Cup early and how many players go deep. And if it's worth it, basically. Yeah, that's 2, but still, I'd like to play at least three other games, 3 at a push, other games before we play Betis, because that's a whole month. Basically, the club be back in pre-season for what nine a month before we kick a ball on the pitch, and then we're playing that game, and then 11 days later playing another game, and then boom, a week later, not even a week later, because that's going to be on the. That's what I'm saying. What was that? That's on a Sunday as well. So I think 5 days after that Community Shield game against Man City in Cardiff, we're kicking off the season against Coventry City at the Emirates. So maybe 2 more. Thinking about it, maybe 2. If we can fit sure they can announce and fit 2 random games, and not beyond the closed doors either, but 2 random games in before playing Betis. Surely. Otherwise, that's fucking a bit of a risk. Getting players at the somewhat match fitness or 2 games, one of them being the curtain raiser. Let's go over to here. Don't try that bullshit with me. Because Wembley decided in their infinite wisdom, knowing the scheduling and all that, decided to allow, I don't know what music, but allow a music event to take place that weekend and that night in particular at Wembley instead. Try to say the team names we are playing. I'd rather not. Yeah. But yeah, it's literally because they booked that weekend and that in particular that night up as well with a music event. And again, they would have known they knew the scheduling in advance before that event. They'd had that artist to play book in that spot basically, and they still went ahead and done it. It was like, okay, cool, thanks for that. And now, so yeah, instead of going fucking to random Premier League grounds like they've done in the past, when they've done things like that, because it's not the first time they've done stupid things like that. In this instance, they sent us back, going back the years back over to Cardiff, done a deal with Cardiff, the Welsh FA, for the Millennium Stadium to host it instead. Because for both again for both teams, there's a ball ache in terms of the fan bases. You've got fucking fans from Arsenal from London having to travel over to Wales for this random fucking curtain raiser, and again from fans from Manchester travelling over to Wales as well on a Sunday as well. It's annoying because I would have again. I think I could go, but again, it's a lot of it's again not just the ticket price of the tickets, then travel, getting there and back. It's not fucking worth it. Otherwise, otherwise, if it, otherwise, I would have been all over that and seeing someone else. Obviously, make sure someone else could host. But yeah, on scores by the way. But it was got this for what reason? Offside. So sorry, Belgium with that bad. I didn't watch the game. I literally I put YouTube on and watched some YouTube. I was offside. I watched a bloody YouTube video instead of this Belgian game, the most of it anyway. So Belgium with that crap, they almost lost to Iran as well. If it wasn't for offside. I'm gonna double check for you. One sec. Where's that tab? 16th of well, 16th. Right. Say August. August 16th, 2026. I don't need a fucking random dates come our way. The weekend. Fuck me. Thanks, Wembley, for that one. I kid you not, the band The Weekend will be performing at Wembley on 16th of August 2026 as part of his After Hours Till Dawn Stadium Tour. This concert is a part of a series of shows celebrating his albums including After Hours in 2020, Dawn FM 2022, and Hurry Up Tomorrow 2025. So the FA, a football stadium by the way, Wembley is a football stadium, and the FA allowed this artist, The Weekend. It's not even spelled fucking right. It's Week and an ND. But either way, have allowed this artist to basically take a stop that should have been out of bounds. It should have been when this artist and the respective agents of the artist approached Wembley and the FA about hiring at Wembley for that night. It should have been a hell fucking no. We've got a Community Shield booked for this date on that a few hours prior. Ain't happening. If you want the 15th or the 14th, cool. But the 16th is out of bounds. But no. I wouldn't mind if it was Coldplay or someone big in terms of it makes sense. Financially makes sense, and you'd have to suck it up, like bite your tongue and be like, you're arseholes, but it's giving you more money to pay for your debts, but still. So trying to revitalise a musically dead artist. Yeah, basically. I've never heard of him, or him, or them, or whatever. Yeah, even go with think of someone like Coldplay or a big name band or big artist, you know, Beyonce or something. You know, or blood. You know what I'm saying? Like the Gorillas, because they're doing a tour at the moment for their new album and all that, and also while celebrating their previous stuff and all. It would have made that makes sense. There's people that everyone knows of. You, that's fucking hell. A football stadium on a day where the top two teams in the country are going to be playing, but they're not going to be playing at the national stadium because the people that own the stadium would put a random artist that no one's ever bloody heard of given them the gig of renting out the stadium for the night. Are they taking the fucking piss? He did okay. He did the Super 4 years ago. Fuck me. And that was over because of one particular song in terms of um, how popular it was for TikTokers and all that. Blinding Lights, yeah. If the FA did ask and say, actually, you can only do the 15th for Fulton, they said no, we want 16th for Wales. So we're like, okay, bye bye. See you later. Have we some pet? Number 14's now on for Cape Verde. I'm assuming number 8, yeah. Now Telmo, whatever the name is, it's gone off. But Cape Verde, he's now gone off properly, and number 14 is on to try and turn this around and rescue a point, basically, and still cause an upset. So is Darwin Nunes just come on as well? Or has he been playing? I just not noticed him at all. There we go, underway again for the second half. Oh, dear. It's killing me. Oh, dear. I'm blinded by the lights. Okay, now. Yeah, that's what I saw him on the middle of the pitch. I was like, what the fuck? I don't think he's on there. That was the scene things. I thought I saw him before. I was like, nope. But no, that's a joke. Like I say, literally, if it was at Wembley, even though Man City fans will cry about it because it's still a 3 o'clock kickoff at Wembley, they're still crying, oh, we can't make it Sunday. Mate, it's always been a Sunday. Get over it. Get over yourselves and move on. They're still cry because he's in fucking Wales now and then. But it's just a ball ache on a on the over the weekend of the either travel on Saturday and come back on a Sunday, or travel up in the early hours of Sunday, come back on the Monday. Either which way, it's a pain in the ass for both sets of fans. But at least it's going to be a decent sized stadium and not bloody Leicester City like it was a couple of years back, for example, or Villa Park. They obviously couldn't have the Emirates host it or the Etihad because obviously it wouldn't be neutral then for one or the other basically. West Ham Stadium's shite. And I mean, Old Trafford, that's more beneficial to the fucking city lot. And then having half of fucking London travelled up to bloody Manchester. Sorry, mine went blank there. I better pass out my apologies. Have a good night, everyone. No worries, Tom. Yeah, go get some rest and look after yourself. And yeah, we'll chat to you some point tomorrow in the group chat and all that. The commentator said, by dark clouds above in the sky. So I can imagine this get fucking weather turns and this game gets delayed by 2 or 3 hours and I've got to stay up. I might have to fucking cry. Oh dear. Be interested again from the Uruguay point of view. Be interested to see if Bielsa's sort of rock up their backsides. Yeah, again, for me, it just don't sit well when you're playing, with all due respect, a not just a World Cup debutant, but one of the smallest teams in the competition, who have pretty much don't have any names that play in mainland Europe or what of the main stages of global football. You went 1-0 down, and they're frustrating the life out of you, and you shithouse in the last 5 minutes an equaliser and a goal to take the lead, and you're there high fiving each other. Like, yeah, well done, lads. We're going to do this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. In the middle of the pitch, so you take that you literally that's shameful. Oh dear. And off the ball foul, the ref didn't see because his head was turned. Oh, I didn't see it. You're paying the fucking attention, you prat. You would have fucking seen it. And again, that should, because it was off the ball, it should be a booking, but because you didn't see it, no yellow card, no. How you didn't feel it either? It's on your fucking on top of you, for fuck's sake. Fucking guy's got no reason to fucking fall to the floor. Oh, there's Cafu, just behind the great Arsene Wenger. Yeah. Oh, and just wide. Shot there from Cape Verde. But yeah, just wide of the post. Oh, dear. Oh, in the last 4 hours, exclusive from the hand of Arsenal. Arsenal will officially open talks with Aston Villa to sign Morgan Rogers in the coming weeks. There's a real willingness from the English champions to get a deal done. at a reasonable price. Fee will be key. Personal terms on no issue at all. So personal terms have been agreed basically. So it's just down to getting the right fee, basic between the two clubs ASAP. I think is I don't want I don't just because we got Villa fucking match day two. I don't want Villa just dragging it out. Get that game out of the way and then go. Okay, you can have him now. That'll piss me off. Alright, so I'll come back into the chat. The other one can be well and smell the sun coming through if it's really dry. Don't. Oh my god. I'm like the amount of ice and like ice packs that are gonna have to be in the freezer constantly throughout the day. It's gonna be it's on a whole different level basically. And even like I say, because the games will be doing tomorrow, because we'll still be the sun could be even coming on that side of the say with this side of the house. Oh my god, it's gonna be insane. So I'm gonna have to come up like an hour or two before, make sure this is filled, the aircon thing's filled up, get ice in there, and get that going way before I have to come up properly. Otherwise, I'm gonna come up and just like. How have you seen how hot it is expected to be coming across New York, as especially as France today? Because they could hit 49. Oh my god! But I bet they get a fucking certain parts of France. I get a decent bit of breeze over there. I don't know what it is. A humid. Again, in terms of temperatures, in terms of the temperatures over here, when it gets to these sort of levels, it won't be as bad if there was that breeze there to go with it. The humidity wasn't as stupidly ridiculous as it is. Because that's when it's unbearable. When the humidity doesn't, there's Baggio behind Diego Forlan, behind the FIFA president. But yeah, when you've just got pure heat and the humidity is so bad you can't. There's no air. There's no breeze for a start, and because there's no breeze and with that, as I said, the humidity is stupid. Then you've got no air to properly breathe properly. It's uncomfortable. Look, it is what it is. I'm more concerned about this fucking foot. I may have to go. If I wake up and it's still not easy enough in the morning, I might have to just go walking and fucking see if they can have a look at it. And explains to suddenly come out with again. I'm saying the truth. It's come out of nowhere and only on one foot. I've not cut myself either, so it's not like an infection or nothing. Sorry to get going on about it, but it's just really doing my head in. It's fucking ag. It's not the best start to the second half, by the way. Like, literally, nothing's really got sparked so far. Oh. How are you going to cope, though? Make sure, again, I keep saying every time every time we have these heat waves, and you've been part of the channel and all that, do keep with your, because I like myself, with your health and all that, keep yourself hydrated. That's a foul, ref. That should be a yellow card. Well done. My namesake got fouled. Um, Yeah, make sure you're keeping yourself hydrated as anything, and make sure you've got plenty of ice as well, or even if it's like fake ice cubes that keep. So when you're doing your drinks, or even if it's just water, tap water, or whatever, you're keeping it as chilled as possible. You didn't knock it on something when you was no, not twisted it coming down the stairs either, or in any capacity either. Literally did that. One sec. Well, there's substitutions here. One sec. What game? What are we on today? We are. Well, technically, it's Monday morning now. Where was it? Let's go back to the scores and fixtures. Was it Mexico? No, it can't be that one. No, we go forward a bit. What date are we on? We're on the 22nd, so we're looking towards around the 18th onwards. So it would have been that. What are you doing, right? Yeah. So it wouldn't have been that game. It wouldn't be Wednesday because I was asleep for that Argentina one. Did that one last night. Was it the Thursday night, the Ghana game? I think it might have been after the. Because Thursday night was after. Yeah, the Ghana was a Thursday morning for Ghana. Yeah, it might have been. Yeah, did that one, and then ended the stream. Did it, and pretty much literally went straight to bed from after finishing the stream for the Ghana game. I'm trying to think. Because I'm looking at this. It might be Mexico actually, wasn't it? Mexico, Korea was like, wasn't it as well? No, it was Mexico. That was it. Friday night, Friday morning here in the UK. But yeah, it was Mexico versus Korea, the 1-0 game, the Ball Fest. I mean, Cuffin had to sit through it because Ghana we ended early, and but in terms of like as he hit the 90th minute, we ended it. Yeah, it was Mexico. So yeah, Friday morning doing that. Oh, yeah, did that on Friday because it's all fucking all over the place on this. I'm using fucking the app side of things as well. So I had that and had that. Mexico, that was. What time did that kick off? You're going to tell me, or you're going to be a pain in the ass about 40. Go back. I should go back, but okay. Brazil, Haiti we didn't do. Turkey we didn't do. In terms of Saturday itself. The only games we did yesterday were the Netherlands, Sweden, and the Germany game, weren't it? Oh, is that 2-2? No! Again, Cape Verde have got a goal battle. While we've been chatting, Cape Verde just scored. And it's 2-2. Uruguay, you got given a lifeline, you got yourselves back ahead in the game, and you're just in control, and you've given Cape Verde another moment, basically. This is insane. I knew this game would be interesting. Genuinely I knew this game would be humdinger because of what Cape Verde did against Spain. But yeah, I'm trying to going back to my thing whilst wait for the replays to come up. So yeah, it would have been after the Mexico game, going to bed. Is after I've done that, gone to bed, woke up, and like I say, there's a bit of a twinge, but nothing that major. And as the day's gone on, it's just the foot's got more and more swollen yesterday, and the pain's got more and more. Then put an ice pack on for 45 minutes last night, and fuck up on the keeper there. Fuck up with all fuck ups. It sort of eased off, and as I say, went to bed normally. Again, woke up. Looks like it sort of eased off, and the swelling had gone down as well. And then it's been in and out, nothing too major throughout the day. The pain, picking and choosing when he wants to be a pain in the arse. And as the weather's, as I say, the sun's gone in and night has actually gone dark. The fucking foot swollen again, and I'm not putting pressure on it. Genuinely not. And the top of my foot is in absolute pain every time I try and move. Do you feel funny like that? No. In terms of potential seizure, I had no warnings. So usually I get warnings. in advance. Well, no, nothing. But yeah, well, again, I did. When I was looking at, obviously it's Sunday, I know it's Sunday Monday morning, but the Sunday goes, I was like, oh, Spain I'll do just in case Spain have another humding or stinker against Saudi, which going into it was a possibility. That backfired in terms of it was a 4-0 thumping, and in terms of Saudi Arabia didn't want to turn up at all. Get the way ref. Have a pop. Oh my god, I thought it was 3-2. Oh, Montenegro for Cape Verde almost scored an absolute belter of a third there. If it dipped a second quicker, we're looking at an absolute fucking upset again. But yeah, that's literally, I don't know, got a massive bruise in it as well. As I say, I will send you a picture, Gav, so you can see what I mean. Like, and it's like compared to my other foot, you'd see the swelling and where the bruising is around the foot is. It's just random. I don't know why it is. It's cool. It's a bit cool to put the thing on. But it's like the second, obviously, the daylight's actually disappeared tonight, and it's got dark. The swelling in my foot's just gone, and it's now literally, as I say, my toe is touching the floor. I'm putting no pressure in terms of trying to lift my leg, and then the top of my foot is like. Hence why when I do move sometimes, you'll see me wince. So, uh, coming down my stairs, yeah, because the carpet that the landlord used on it's normal, not stair, it's not stair material carpet they've used. It's just normal everyday carpet stuff. So if I put socks on it, more is the chances of me losing my footing is higher. So coming down the stairs, it's barefoot. But walking around the house, I've got slipper socks and socks in general, trainer socks or whatever. I wear downstairs or when I'm up here chilling. Other than that, it's just going down these set of stairs outside my door. There, I go down barefoot. That's only because I've got better grip, basically. But the thing is, the bottom of my foot, generally the bottom of my foot, there's no issue. There's no swelling under there. There's no cuts or bruising. Nothing. It's literally the top of my foot, the roof of it as well. You can see there's a mark. There's a bruised mark there. And as I say, for the second night now, this time of night, the second it's got dark. Yesterday it was all day. Yesterday, the swelling around my foot. The ice pack brought it down, and pretty much all day it's been okay, with no issue. Even when I did stream earlier for Spain game, no issue. It's literally, I haven't done nothing excessive between the full time ending the Spain watch along and going live for this. I've done nothing excessive, and it's just, and my foot's just gone. The top of my foot has gone instead of swelling again. It's like and it's just there. You can feel it. It's just there. This random pain, like done in pain. What, have a shot. Get rid of it, Cape Verde. Have a note, close down. Fucking get rid of it. Don't have ricochets. I don't want fucking ricocheting goals going in favour of fucking Uruguay. Thank you. But it's the most random thing. Obviously after this, I'll have to be on the bed after this stream. If it's no better in the morning, you know what I mean. When I wake up, if it hasn't eased off at all, but we're still where we are now as we speak right now, I'll just pop down to literally the walking centre. 5 minutes on the bus. I'll jump on the bus. 4 stops. 5 minutes. Literally 4 stops at 5 minutes from the bus to get off and walk and round and literally walk off the bus and round. Just go in there and let's see if they can have a look at it and explain what's gone on. Let's try and make sense of what's gone on. Because like I say, I've got plans on Saturday. Not Saturday, on Friday. Sorry, I'm not going to be here. I'm out all day. If it doesn't ease off between now and then without any help, I'm fucked. unlikely because, as I say, in terms of Darwin News is about to come on, or getting ready to come on. I'd know about it because I'd be woken up by bloody getting attacked. And you'd have to fucking claw marks on the fucking. I know you're joking, but yeah, I'm just saying you'd have to fucking claw marks if I fucking had that sort of detail. But I said, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, get rid of. What is the keeper doing? That better not count. If that's got up for offside, there better be an offside because that the keeper's at a. If that's not off, if there's no offside, the keeper's at a stinker there. I'm sorry. Well, this could be interesting. Number 13, does he play him on? That's the big question. Oh, this is going to be interesting, I think. Ay. What's the keeper? I know he's faulty and all that, and had his moment. But that's a bit concerning that he's just sort of doing Fabianski fucking goalkeeping moments. They're having a check at this. Ay. We'd have to balls in that, but ay. But yeah, literally, when the namesakes have been spoken to, when I go to bed, literally, the door's open at that point, and the cats when they come up here, they want to come up here. They've got the option basically, and they've got the chair here they either sit on and sleep on, end in a bed, either far corner or nearest. And I have to try. Oh, has that not been given? Please tell me it's not been given. Please tell me you're not given that goal. Again, I've got no sounds. That I'm just going by visuals. Don't think no, it doesn't look like it's been given. Literally, they're making subs now. I don't know. It's just going to be the most random. It's going to be the most random bloody thing that's fucking flared that up. It's going to be a stupid thing. But look, if it starts easing off in the morning and all that, fair enough. I can grin and bear it. If it's literally the same thing or worse, I've got to have to take myself down the walking, literally, because I cannot grin and bear throughout the week, trying to walk through the pain, so to speak. Then come Friday when I'm out and about and I'm literally on my feet all day, and it just goes, and I'm looking limping. Oh, I've got to say, fucking late. So got 2 minutes to go. Drinks break, everyone. Can't you put on subtitles, right? Could do, but again, even then, in that moment, the referee's not talking, is it? Is it you're relying on the commentating? Again, subtitles. Sometimes if the subtitles get a bit confused. Have a look. And I've got subtitles on this thing. Not that one. Catherine, I don't know if Catherine's still in the chat. Is this the stadium they're using? Is this for the Miami Dolphins in the NFL? That for fucking all right. Oh, could do. There we go. Is this it? Okay, got subtitles on. Okay, but again, it's just hoping that fucking the subtitles themselves don't get confused with words and how it's said or whatever. Yeah, how many Dolphins? Yeah. I'm just asking because I know, obviously, into Miami, David Beckham's moved even though they're a few years old, he's moved them from the initial stadium they built and been playing him for the first few years of their existence. He's moved into a bigger stadium now. But I didn't know if it was that one or something else. And the Miami Grand Prix, they race around the stadium. Oh, okay. This is a very long drinks break, by the way. Mm. Surely, again, I know they got Cape Verde got a bit lucky there with the I'm assuming it's offside. You're still as great as they've been. It's been great that they've not just turned up for the fucking numbers and actually competed. I mean, again, that should be a fucking yellow card there on Darwin. He's just come on. He's taken out number 13. What is it about number 13 getting taken out today? And yet again, no yellow card from the ref. This is a joke. Would you say this has been the best game for goals you've watched so far? Apart from, yeah, outside of what was it, England and Scotland aside. I mean, even then, but yeah, England aside for a moment. England aside, from a neutral point of view, this probably has been the better game, the best game to watch in the tournament so far. No matter what happens now, if Cape Verde win or lose or draw, this has actually been the best game because it's been open. Teams have actually not just come out and defended; they've actually gone toe to toe. And Cape Verde have had the opportunities and they've took them twice. Again, it's their debut in the World Cup, first ever World Cup ever, hence debut, and you'd forgive them for just turning up, having the experience, and going back home. They've they've come, played against one of the European favourites in Spain, and got a clean sheet and a fucking point out of them, and now they're going toe to toe with Uruguay, one of the best teams in South America. This is another corner, yeah. That's this new striker there. We don't need strikers. We need left wingers, uh, another midfielder or two, depending on who goes out. One midfielder, as it sounds, with more. If we start seeing, if we get rid of Norgard for whatever reason, we need to replace him as well. Potentially a number two goalkeeper if Kepa leaves for £5 million or more. Apparently, there's interest in Kepa, and we put a release clause in the deal that if anyone come for the duration of his contract, if anyone was to come in and offer at least at the minimum of 5 million, and he wanted to go there, we'd let him go. So if that does happen this summer, he does fuck off. Great, but let's say that it depends on who we then bring in. We would have to bring in a number two in as well. And if we can make a few, as I say, younger player signings, like with the Leicester City lad, the Moroccan lad that we've been linked with since he's yeah, it's way off technically. Um, is it true you're saying undergot? I mean, it's reports. Nothing's been officially put out there by David Ornstein or Fabrizio on that side of things. For me, when it comes to like things like that being reported, the people I take notice of more, or the person I take notice of more, is David Ornstein because of the connections he has within the club, and he'll only put out what the club wants out there. If he's not saying anything on the other guard side of things, then yeah, I just think I know we're linked with Morgan Rogers and Eze, but can both respectively play the same. What's that? Play this role. Oh, play the role that Odegaard plays in that position-wise, I mean, the position of what Odegaard does, we just don't know in terms of, we've seen this before. The initial plan with Kai Havertz was a play to be in the pivot, be part of the pivot of Declan, basically long term, and it never worked out. And it turned out he was better playing as a false nine in our system. You just don't, again. And then Declan said, from how he used to play and what he was asked for at West Ham, the level that again he was asked in terms of playing that pivot, he was asked a completely different style of his role at Arsenal. He had to adapt quick, basically. And to be fair, you could argue he has adapted and fucking fast. You just again until Morgan Rogers is signed and we see him on the pitch playing, be it from the bench or starting, whatever. We don't know what the plan, Arteta's plan is with Morgan Rogers in terms of positional wise. If he's brought in and straight away he's playing in that position basically along with Eze, then yeah, Odegaard's days are numbered. Let's be brutally honest. Also, we've got that lad from Club Bruges, the Greek lad that we got report. We've seen was it late last week? I was shot. The Greek lad that plays in, as I say, in Belgium for Club Bruges. Suddenly, his name popped up last week, and suddenly he's like, no, we've been looking at it for a while, and the asking price is like 35 to 40 million pound. And he's a left winger, this, that, and the other, da 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 da. So again, it's going to be interesting. I'm not saying no. Oh my God, Gavin, you need to listen. I'm not saying that is going to be the case. If anything, as it stands, because David Ornstein isn't saying anything about Odegaard in terms of wanting to get rid of him and this, that, and the other. Because if let's be honest at this point, if there's any truth in Odegaard either wanting to leave or the club wanting to move him on themselves, by now they'd be having it. Right, yeah, 22nd of June, just for the window starts. Like, the window's now open. Even though he's at the World Cup, they'd be putting feelers out to David Ornstein to get ready to put that out there. And he'd be teasing this, that, and the other. He'd be giving us that sort of information by now. We're not getting that sort of information. The information that's the reports that are saying that are completely left wing, from random accounts, basically. So I think honestly, I do think in terms of Morgan Rogers, I think the plan is to have him more as a left wing playmat on the left wing, but out there, but also where he can sort of drift in, like Eze does when Eze's been in this last season, with the go outside on the left, play out on the left, but drift and add an extra creative role and a bit of an attacking flair in the middle when we're on the ball and this, that, and the other. I think that's going to be pretty much what they're going to want, or Arteta's going to want from him in particular. Again, we're just assuming at this point. We haven't got the fucking guy over the line yet. But the fact we're also looking at an out left winger as well from Bruges tells you they are tactically not just getting like for like in terms of all these positions, filling them up, but just for likes in their positions. It's going to be variety. There's going to be differences to players playing their game, depending on who we play. I genuinely, I'll repeat this now. Could come back and bite me in the ass. I don't think Odegaard will leave this summer. I don't think the club will want to get rid of him either this summer anyway. I think the fact we're champions and he's a captain and all that, I think he'll get one more year to prove his fitness. and also fight and regain the form he had prior to doing his ankle 2 seasons ago now. And if things don't improve on that side of things, I think this time next year we have that discussion saying goodbye to Martin. Basically, no matter what happens within the league, win the league again or not, win the Champions League or not, win the FA Cups and League Cups or not, whatever we win will not determine if he stays or not next season. Basically, but I think just because he is Mikel's a first choice, original choice as captain since Mikel's been there. Because obviously when Mikel arrived, Aubameyang was a captain. He inherited that situation. Lacazette was the vice captain. He got them both at the door, and then it was only when they were both at the door that he picked his actual first ever captain, his choice, and that was Martin. The fact that we won the league, and at the end of the season, he did show glimpses, Martin, of what he can give to this squad on his day. I mean, that potentially has brought him a bit more time on that side of things. Does that make sense? Well, Alonso worked with him at Bayer Leverkusen in terms of Verts. But with all due respect, I know your ownership hasn't been great with money and how their recruitment in general. But if I'm Chelsea ownership and Alonso saying I want Verts, I would say I understand because you've worked with him this that, and the other. But however, we'd rather see him else. Give him another season at Liverpool because the fact that he's done one season at Liverpool he hasn't adapted. He's not adapted well to the league so far. We don't want to sort of spend so much money on the player plus wages. If it doesn't work out in the situation we're in as well, with no European football, yeah. I mean, it depends on if he's a bloody hell over. Thank God for that. It depends in terms of Liverpool sitting there where to go. Yeah, more likely, but also it depends. It's very much dependent on if he's a big part of Ariola's plans, basically. If Ariola can't get nothing, if Ariola and his playing style cannot get a consistent tune, not just a once in a blue moon purple patch fucking tune, a proper consistent high level tune out of Verts, I wouldn't be fucking spending that money, and then I won't be breaking 10 Michael to spend that sort of money on him, basically. It was not going to be a profit because there's also the wages as well. But yeah, that is the same. But yeah, and also, even though Verts and Alonso do have that relationship with Leverkusen, as I mentioned before, even if like Liverpool were contemplating if an offer came in, they were like, we want to accept this. Can you please go? Verts as a professional himself as a player, he's got to ask him, look at the bigger picture in terms of with Chelsea, you don't know from one season to the next who the manager actually is. Does he even though he loves Alonso and Alonso loves him, does he really want to go to Chelsea, knowing that potentially his friend or his favourite boss could not be in a job by come May, and then he's stuck with someone else coming in that might not fancy him. Whereas with Ariola, he'll get a crack at the whip, and again, he's playing Champions League football. And as I say, it's more, I wouldn't say more stable as a whole, but at least he'll be giving himself a fair chance at Liverpool to turn things around and give back to the club the faith that they showed him in the first place when they signed him. Also, the whole European thing to come to play as well. Obviously, they've got European football. You haven't. I mean, there won't be that because of what Man United did in the second, or because of the second half of the season. What Man United did in the second half of last season now, in terms of going from they're getting nowhere near the top five. They could be lucky if they get you fucking Europa/Conference League football the way they're going. They went from that to sacking the manager at the time in what's that ball in. Free kick on the edge of the box here, just inside the D side. Fucking I think I was saying there. No, I've literally gone. Literally gone. I'll come back to me in a second. But, oh yeah. Dangerous area this week. I think this could be the moment where Uruguay nick the 3 points. Say nick, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. I think they're going to score this, to be honest. That was it. Like for this week again, I'll get back to it. It popped back into my head. Free kick. And over. So yeah, as I was saying, because of what Man United did in terms of bringing sacked Almiron, brought in Carrick, and Carrick has got the tune out the players, and used the second half of the season and literally having games, one game a week basically, to his advantage to get them back in the Champions League. The likes of your Tottenhams, your Chelseas, are going to have massive pressure on themselves now to do that themselves this season. Normally, in normal circumstances, yes. But under this current ownership and the way they've they've thrown money at the wall, effectively, and that's got to be a yellow card. For God's sake, get the card out there. Number 13 for Uruguay, I got to his name. Shoved the Cape Verde number 26 into the advertising board head first, for fuck's sake. 8 minutes of injury time, by the way. There's been a few stoppages, to be fair, so it makes sense. But yeah, the way your club has operated in terms of financially, with how they've spent money, but since this ownership's come along, it could be seen from the outside looking in, just throwing money at the wall and hoping it sticks, basically. Come on, don't let them score now. Oh my God, the keeper again. I know he's 40, but fucking hell, that's twice now. He's almost jumped over the ball and caused chaos. Not the good kind of chaos either. Thing is, we won't get knocked out of Grimsby in the first round. You say that, you and Tottenham will be in the first round of the League Cup this season. So you will more likely get a Grimsby-esque club away in the League Cup, and you never know. Depends if Alonso's taking it seriously or not. Got a big enough, such a big squad. We saw it with Enzo Maresca in the early rounds last year. Second string went out, did the job, so to speak. Amazing that second string couldn't do it with Liam Messina, but still, some pot shots and shows. Here's your stat of the day. All 4 shots on target in this game have been goals. Well, there could be another one here for Uruguay. Over. Fucking hell. That's a big opportunity for Uruguay. And it's a guy, again, it's him that shouldn't be on the pitch. That scored Uruguay second. He shouldn't be on the pitch. He's got away, in terms of his discipline, he's got away and murdered tonight. There's a stoppage there. I think the keeper's sitting down. What's going on? What's happened? But certainly everything's just, I don't know what's happened, but because obviously I want to get in on the bit. I don't know if I mean, that's a dirty challenge in the aftermath. Hang on, how on earth? He's been fouled. In terms of the follow through, he's been caught in the back of his calf. He's complained and he's got booked for it, but yet the player. Fucking hell, this ref's so inconsistent tonight. There's the one letdown in this game, the inconsistency of the ref. In parts, so not all the time, but in parts. Oh, no, it's been a fucking really good game, obviously. Even now, look, Cape Verde. Oh! Straight to goalkeeper. Oh, that could have been very, very nice. Oh, yeah. Fucking hell. When Yorgo went 2-1 up, Luis Suarez went, okay, I'm going upsback, put my white shirt and my blazer back on. Went 2-2. He's then gone off and no, blazer off, shirt off, Uruguay shirt on, number 7. It's lucky. Including me, I made the mistake there, guys. Sorry. This is going to be very interesting, very tense end of the game here. All into the box, got rid of it somewhat. Oh, keep going, well done, keep going. Look up, look for yourself. Keep going, go on, pass it. Keep going, cut back in, pass it. Fucking hell, ref. Corner, Cape Verde. Again, they ain't turned up for the numbers. They've actually, again, and this is what I appreciate, they've actually turned up to actually make a fight of it, basically, giving themselves a fighting chance of making even more history. Right, Cape Verde with a corner here. Ball into the box. Not many been there. Literally, there's more Uruguay players than. There's more Uruguay players in than there was Cape Verdeans. Because they didn't want to get done on the counter and risk losing the point. Which I can understand in the circumstances, don't get you wrong. This has been genuine. This has actually been from kick off to the end, probably the best game of football this tournament. Period. That's including the England game, by the way. Come on. Well, gone for it. He's gone straight to goalkeeper, but yeah, he tried to have a knuckleball, but it wasn't the same player from earlier. It was number 15 instead, but yeah, straight down the goalkeeper's throat. Come out for it, keeps, hold it, pick up the ball. Fucking hell. Just be smart the ball. Don't have to overdo anything, or just go long. This fucking again. This script again. Everything in this script going down to the final game now. Okay, it makes it very intense and interesting for all the right reasons. I'm sorry, Cape Verde are fancying themselves against Saudi Arabia as well after seeing what Saudi put up earlier on in the day. I mean, if that's not a foul, I don't know what fucking is. Fucking hell. And again, manhandled around his fucking throat for fuck's sake. Not the assistant, the linesman was like, do I, don't I? I've got to. I've seen it. It's all right. So he blew the full-time whistle. He's not even given the free. He gave the free kick. Hang on. Literally, the linesman flagged for the foul. The free kick was given. And the ref said inside after giving the free kick, actually, I'm going to call the game now. It's done. Bye-bye. Full time. Well, again, literally the best game of football we've seen from both sides in a game or tournament. Uruguay 2, Cape Verde 2. Cape Verde with an absolute scream of an opening goal, going 1-0 up from Kevin Payner. Got pegged back into the first half. Then conceded again just before half time again to go 2-1 down. You're feeling the worst from at that point because the way Uruguay came out in the second half. But then very, very quickly after the first 5-10 minutes of that second half, Uruguay's intensity faded, again with that fading, Cabo Verde came back into the game, started asking questions of the defence and the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper ran an absolute nose up from a Uruguay point of view, and gifted another goal to Cape Verde. They took the opportunity, and again they had opportunities there as well. Cape Verde near the end to nick the win themselves, come away with even a bit an historic 3 points. It's still a historic result because they've got the second point ever in the World Cup in the second ever game. They've got the first 2 ever goals at a World Cup as well, and they still have a chance of qualifying for the knockout rounds. They're going to show me the table in a sec, but they've got 2 points. Uruguay have got 2 points. Saudi have got a point, and Spain have got 4. So, do you think Cape Verde could be again? Going by how Cape Verde performed, not just tonight, but over the first 2 games against, with all due respect, superior opposition compared to Saudi Arabia, and given how Saudi Arabia performed early on in the day against Spain today, Cape Verde have fancied their chances. Again, still, they know if they fancy their chances, they'll still go into that having nothing to lose. I wouldn't be surprised. I genuinely, from going by how they performed in over 2 games, in different ways, by the way. I mean, there were 12 shots there, 4 on target from Cape Verde, 17 shots, 2 on target for Uruguay as well. But they both went for it as well. But this is what I'm saying. When you compare Cape Verde to tonight, in terms of how they performed tonight and went for it tonight, and in the first game against Spain, where they were more resilient defensively and just wanted to contain and frustrate the life out of Spain, they successfully did that with the clean sheet and the point there that they got there. Tonight, they went into it straight from the off. They fancied themselves, got themselves settled after 5-10 minutes, got a bit more amongst it, started asking questions, and never gave up. And even then, when they had the setbacks before the end of the first half, going from 1-0 up to be 2-1 down and all that, they didn't just bow their heads and go, oh well. They came back out, weathered the storm for the first 10 minutes of the second half, and then forced an error from the goalkeeper to get a much deserved point, basically. So I don't think they've got no reason not to believe they can do something. And if they were to get something, even because obviously they're playing Saudi Arabia and Uruguay have got to play Spain. And again, because Spain technically they're not going to. technically not even they're at 4 points. At most, they got 4 points. They're not guaranteed yet to have gone through. So they just need to point themselves. If Spain win against Uruguay, in the manner they did against Saudi today, all Cape Verde got to do is get a point, and they got second in their debut World Cup. And like I say, what I loved about Cape Verde so far in these first two games is they've come to play. They've not just come debut in their first ever World Cup period at a World Cup, as I say, first ever World Cup ever. They've not just come and gone. Oh, we're here for the experience, guys. Whatever happens will happen in terms of if we lose, we lose. It's not the end of the world for us. It's just the experience. No, they've come for the experience, but also they've come to play, and they've come with multiple. In this case, two different game plans, and come away with 2 points and 2 goals. So no, you can't, so I might even. I think I might have to do a dual watch along for that now because the plan initially was to pick one or the other. I think in this particular group, sorry, I'm going to have to keep an eye on both by the looks of it because it's all up for grabs still, and we could have the ultimate World Cup shock of a debutant in Cape Verde finishing in the top 2 of a group that consists of them, Spain, Uruguay, and Saudi Arabia. There was my upset of the day. Was hoping for one. I think the upset, of the day. I get what you're saying, but I mean, they say they've deserved it though. They don't do this fear factor underdog BS. What we will be. If we lose, we lose, and all that. They don't. As I say, they've come with a plan both games and executed it perfectly. And we got a bit lucky here. The goal that got ruled out for offside in the end, rightfully so, because they did show the graphic. Yeah, they did show that graphic, and yeah, he was off. So in terms of the guy that cost the ball back in, but it is what it is. I think the very least the draw was a fair result. So yeah, losing is going to be an interesting watch. I'll leave that one for you, BX, and anyone else that wants to be watching that. I'm gonna get some rest and try and get this foot to ease off now. But yeah, I enjoyed that. Let me know again because I'm at the end now. So not just down in live chat. Let me know in the comment section what you thought of this game and what you're thinking. Again, give me your thoughts on Cape Verde as well. As an underdog, with all due respect, again, they keep saying it. Their debut, first ever World Cup appearance, and what they've been, and in terms of who they've played so far, and what they have, it is an achievement for them. There's no backhanded dig there. It is what they've done in these first 2 games is an achievement in itself. Give me your thoughts on that as well in the comment section below. But yeah, aside from that, I'm going to get myself out of it. I'll be back tomorrow. What games have we got tomorrow? Tomorrow. We are on the 22nd. Well, it's late tomorrow, it's today, technically. Later on today, we've got Argentina versus Austria, and France with Arc. I'll do both them games. I'm going to do, obviously, because I'm Messi and all that, so why not? That's 6 p.m. UK time. France versus Iraq at 10 p.m. I'll do because I'm seeing it. I'm definitely doing the 1 a.m. game on Tuesday. Norway versus Senegal. Do I? Yeah. I don't know. France versus Iraq. I'll do at 10 p.m. and see how I feel after them 2 games. If it's been exciting and all that, I may come back for the 1 a.m. game for Norway versus Senegal on Tuesday. Definitely doing the England Ghana game at 9 p.m. on Tuesday. Wednesday. Just looking now. Switch in terms because obviously from the 8 p.m. UK time wise, we are entering the final round of third games in the groups. The third games in all the groups now. So you're going to have 2 games at the same time because obviously don't want any backhanded situations happening. You've got obviously Bosnia versus Qatar in Group A. Group A? No, it can't be Group A. It's got to be Group B. Group B side, but also Switzerland versus Canada. Out them two games, we're going to focus more on Switzerland versus Canada because obviously Canada's the host nation, well, co-host, and I think they're the top two teams in the group, so it's like winner takes all in that one. In the 11 o'clock games, I'm trying to think now, in Scotland, basically Scotland's group of Brazil, Morocco, Haiti. Obviously, from our point of view, we are going to cover Scotland versus Brazil and hope for Laura, James, and part myself's sake that Scotland get the result they need to put themselves in a good, strong old position to either get second spot or, worst case, put themselves in a really strong position for third, one of the best third teams, to get out of the groups for the first time in their history. And then on Thursday, depending on how the Scotland game goes and how I feel after that, I might do Czech Republic Mexico at 2 a.m. I might, it's not a guarantee. But I will be around for the 9 o'clock games on Thursday for Ecuador versus Germany. No, no, Germany fully qualify. I might not. I'll see how I feel basically on that one near the time. You got Japan versus Sweden at 12 a.m. Friday. I can do this again. That's 12 a.m. UK time, so I can technically do that. Chill. Before I disappear for the rest of the day. Turkey versus the United States. I'm going to try and find someone to do that. Try and do that for me at 3 a.m. in the morning. And then Norway, France will be covered on this channel, but it won't be me here. I'll be out, either on my way back from what I'm doing or still out. But yeah, so busy few days ahead, basically. Like I say, I'm going to get myself out of it, and I'll see you all soon. As I said before, give me your thoughts on Cape Verde so far in this tournament, what your thoughts are on them, and do you think they will progress out the group stages into the knockout rounds? And yeah, go from there. Apart from that, take care, guys. See you later. And as always, come on, England.